And here we're coming up to St Mary's Church, yeah, another beautiful little country church near where I live. I'm just going to shut the gate behind me, and we're going to have a little walk around this beautiful church and graveyard today. And you know that chap I was telling you about, who Alexander's Lane is named after? Well, he was on the parish council here at this church, and he was on it for quite some time, and he did a lot of good work in the local community as a parish councillor. And this church has an amazing history, as I'm going to show you. So this is the porchway. I mean, just look at that beautiful old tiled floor. Look at the gorgeous windows and the stained glass, the leaded glass there. I mean, that wood is hundreds of years old. And those beams, look, wow. This is such a beautiful historic place. And even though I'm not religious, I'm more spiritual, but I do just love coming to visit these old churches. Now, it is rather dark, but the door's open, so I'm going to come inside and have a little sneaky look. Come with me. And like I said, there's no lights on in here, but I thought I would come and have a walk around. So let's just have a little wander around this beautiful old church and have a look at some of the stained glass windows that are here as the light floods in. It's beautiful. There's the pulpit where the preacher, the vicar, would be giving his sermon. There is a lovely big stained glass window up here on the altar. Here's where the choir boys might sit. Let's go and have a look at the altar. Just look at all these beautiful tiles on the floor as well. I know I keep using the word beautiful, but it is. It's actually very beautiful and peaceful in here. Look at that stained glass window. Isn't that amazing? The tapestry there on the pews, and let's keep walking around, see what we can see, because I'm missing the history here. I've never been inside here before. Oh wow. There's the church organ. There we go, the organist would sit there and play. We've got some more stained glass windows here, and if I pan round and come and walk down here, let's see what else we can find. There's some paintings on the wall there. Ah, there's a remembrance thing for the remembrance plaque there. And let's just have a look what's up here. There we go. Well, there's a nice little area with some books and oh, a light's come on. There we go. There's lots of information about the church. Oh, that's really pretty. And yeah, a beautiful window up there. How wonderful. I wished and they sell books as well. I wished I'd come here before and had a look inside. Now this person I do actually know about, Joseph Tasker and the Tasker family. They did actually live in Middleton Hall, and and they were Catholics, and Helen Tasker was a countess. She was made a papal countess, and I'm going to try and walk up to her house today. But the Tasker family were very wealthy people who gave a lot to Shenfield parish, and they were a very philanthropical family who did give their money to help others. And it's really interesting that I found something, a memorial to Joseph Tasker, who died in 1861. He helped the poor of Shenfield, so it's quite interesting that I found something in the church with his name on. I found a little book that tells you some history stories here, and it tells you about some of the graves that are outside, and members of the Gross family who died in the 18th century. Churchyard also contains many poignant graves. There's one of Madeline Elsie Bates, who was a nurse who was wounded during the First World War and who died a few days later, aged 35. There's graves of the Lovell family and Ebenezer Jones, who John Betjeman wrote a poem about. So there you go. There's lots to see in this churchyard. This book also explains what those paintings were on the wall. They are hatchments, and they're like coat of arms. And this one's really interesting because the Gillams lived at Middleton Hall. Henry Gillam died about 1770. Henry's son Stephen married Susanna in this church, and after her death he married again, but not here, so we do not know his second wife's maiden name. Stephen died in 1825. We do not know for certain which Gillam this hatchment was made for, but possibly it was Stephen, as it has more of a 19th century look about it. Here we go, Sir William Gooch. There's so much history here, it's brilliant. I love coming to places like this, and I've been here before, but I've never actually looked at all this history, so now I know so much more. Here we go, the altar rails were a gift of Mr. and Mrs. and Miss New. The side pieces commemorate two sons, Headley and Athelstan, who enlisted as pilots in the Royal Flying Corps at the start of the First World War, but who were both killed in latter days. Again, there's just so much local history in this book. And it's really good to see, there's some women's history here. There's a memorial here, the Gurdon Memorial to Mrs. Mary Gurdon of Assington Hall, Suffolk, who died in 1771, and to her daughter, also Mary, who lived at least the latter part of her life in Shenfield, and who died in 1772. Wow. And there's some stuff on the bell ringers, and the church bell, which is also very interesting. So I think that's the stairs up to the bell tower, and I'm just going to come around here, and this is the memorial to Elizabeth Robinson. There we go. And here it is. There's the font. I've been a fair few children have been baptised in that over the years.